Blue Beetle will probably be a bomb. I didn't know that there was a new trailer for it. Let's see. Final trailer? Is trailer 2 also final trailer?
9 hours ago in New Zealand, I guess.
4K? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Warner Brothers. I'll watch it if you keep uploading 4K trailers. I'll watch it. Okay. Be based. Okay. Look how fucking much better it looks than 1080p.
I want to fly. Let's do this. Yeah! You gotta force it to come out. What do you...
It's the guy.
You're a genius.
What? I know. What'd I say?
I'm just shocked that they decided that this was the film to start the new James Gunn DC universe. Like, I get that maybe the bigwigs at Warner Brothers are like, no, you got to use that to prop up a film that no one would watch otherwise. But maybe if you're thinking in the long term, maybe you want to just like let James Gunn take care of it. Maybe start it with something like a recognizable character, Batman, Superman, you know, Wonder Woman, like anything. What is the Blue Beetle? Like, why are you anything that people have heard of before ever? Seems like it's destined to fail. It's like we literally just learned from The Flash. A movie cannot be successful based on just, oh, DC people are excited for it that are fans of the comics. No, you have to appeal to people outside of that demographic.
Yeah, I have.
We
no
literally
idea
just
who
learned
the
that.
Blue Beetle is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who cares? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You can inflate the YouTube trailer numbers all you want. You can make bots. You can pay people in India to click on the trailer and refresh as many times as you want. It's not going to translate to fucking theater numbers. Like, Jesus Christ, nobody cares about this shit.
Oh, did you know what was going to happen to my brother?
Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll be surprised.
When you stuck him with this world-destroying thing?
It's called the Scarab. I had no idea it would activate. It has to choose you.
So how do we get it to unchoose me?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Systems tracking 3,
Okay,
2.
it's gonna be okay.
Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up down, baby.
Host overreacting.
Overreacting?
It's literally like we've seen this exact same shit a billion fucking times before in the fucking 90s. This is just Star Kid essentially, you know.
You kidnapped me!
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection. Threat eliminated.
I just don't understand why they're using this as like, oh, this is the start. Like, the Marvel Universe started with Iron Man. The MCU started with Iron Man, and that wasn't even the intention. The only reason the MCU existed is because Iron Man was successful. Originally, they just thought, we're making Iron Man. Jon Favreau fucking just made Iron Man, and then people liked it, and they're like, ooh, maybe we can do more, right? I think that most studios, every time that a studio has been like, this is going to be the start, it's always kind of just fucked up. So, you know, even if this film isn't successful, I think that Warner Brothers will trust in James Gunn enough to just do other shit because, you know, he's a cash magnet for the most part. But I just... This is a weird starting point. I don't have a lot of faith in this.
What do you think the government is gonna do when they figure out that some kid has this military tech?
We are going to change the world with the power of the Scarab.
Is this The Matrix? Let's get it started.
It belongs to me.
Oh, he's pissed.
Listen to me!
Uptown, baby.
You got the wrong guy! I'm a nobody!
You know what's kind of interesting is like I'm looking at this trailer and I feel like I would be more interested in this if we haven't seen so many fucking superhero movies, you know? Like this in of itself,
It's following the same pattern.
detached from every other superhero movie, looks interesting in some way. But the fact that we've kind of seen a lot of movies trying to do essentially this in some fashion, there is a bit of fatigue, you know? Like I feel like audiences are just not really hyped for something unless they're given a good reason to be.
I swear!
They see I'm up now, baby.
The world is a place to protect.
I have an arsenal at my disposal.
Anything, please?
Watch and learn, Jaime.
Make a more interesting trailer, how about? That would be cool. Make a more interesting trailer. Get an actual artist to make a trailer, not a fucking trailer maker.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Not someone who's like following a fucking checklist of like, ooh, we're gonna add this sound of like bwom at this moment, and like you're only limited to the exact amount of clips that you're given by the studio in this unfinished film to be like, oh yeah, well, we think these clips would work well for a trailer. It's like, no, give an actual artist a trailer. Some of the best trailers ever made have been from people like PTA just like releasing the trailer for There Will Be Blood without permission from the studio, and him just being like, yeah, I'm gonna make a cool fucking trailer. And then they got pissed, but they were like, okay, I guess, you know, people are interested in the movie, so whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's more like it.
I feel like the director should be responsible for trailers, is what I'm trying to say.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak. You're wrong. My family, that's what makes me strong.
Man, like, there's nothing inherently wrong with what they're showing overall. It just feels old by this point.
It's
Is the
nothing
problem?
new.
It feels old.
It's nothing new at all.
It feels old is the biggest fucking problem. And like you can have the most heart and soul, and like the director can be like the most into this project as they want to be, but like do something new. You got to do something fucking risky. You got to do something interesting. You got to do something subversive at this point. Otherwise, people aren't going to give a shit. And if your trailer isn't even reflecting that in any way, like who's going to watch the movie?
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks.
Target the family.
Sorry, my mom.
Jaime?
You are a superhero, cabrón.
Y'all take shots, y'all aim up. Whoa.
Whoa.
You're the Blue Beetle.
I could use that arsenal right about now!
God, you never ask.
Hell yeah! They've been trying to run away, don't stop!
Batman's a fascist.
Bust it down!
Nana?
I advise we back away.
That feels like a big amount of bullshit that they put that in the trailer, because that's going to lose all impact in the actual film by the fact that that was in the trailer. That could have been funny in the actual film, maybe.
But they see I'm up now.
Yeah, it's just like it.
I've seen that exact trailer before.
The fact that they're building it up in this way is like a big fucking problem. Like, who cares at this point? Like,
nothing
there
new.
is genuine fatigue. There is genuine fatigue. Like, you have to make something by an artist.
At least try to make it feel different.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel different.
Thanks for watching. Here's the patron list for June 2023. Andres Avila, Easy Game 69, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wrigglemoss, Speak of the Joker, No Rope, T King, Salive88, Trouble Man, Sammy Newton. Orange juice slurper has a tumor in her head the size of a peanut. Yup, yup, yup. Caden Mack. Charisma. The Super 1 player. Zachary Kane. Gillyflower. Mandel Bro. Purple Fire. Gabriel Herrera. Hoofy Dough. And Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Happy Pride, everybody.